Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. Finally, we are in the last day of 2020, and I'm hoping everybody has a safe and happy New Year's Eve. I'm actually going to be in church praying for the new year, but if you are going out to party, please party responsibly. Everybody be safe. Um, all of that type of stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in today. I had promised that for the new year, I was going to have a couple of announcements. And so I'm going to try to make this short because I actually have a couple of places that I need to go. So I used to listen to, there was this guy named Andy Frisella. And he did this podcast called the MFCEO podcast. And throughout that podcast, he actually talked about having your power list. And basically, it was a way of building good habits. And so the power list basically was like, take your 5 things that you want to make sure that you get accomplished every day. And he was saying, as long as you get those 5 things accomplished every day, it's a good day. And so I decided for this year, for New Year's, even though, I have other resolutions, I had decided that this year for New Year's, I was going to get a power list going. And so that power list is kind of like this. First of all, I'm going to spend time with God, right? I'm going to make sure that every day I pray and thank God for another day. Just show gratitude. Go to God with all of my problems, my worries, my anxieties. The Bible says to cast your cares on Him, for He cared for you. So I'm going to do that. On top of that, I'm going to do Bible study. And that's where this channel comes in. Because for that Bible study, I've actually selected, it's called the Tear Your Bible Up Plan. And this is actually the second version. I can't remember the guy's name but I'll try to post a link or something below with the pastor's name that actually came up with this Bible reading plan. Essentially what happens is you read the Bible in a particular order. There's certain reading patterns that are established in this Bible reading plan, and if you read through the whole thing over the course of, I believe, 357 days, you will have read through like 90% of the Bible. And while I realized that, like, I think I've read every book of the Bible in its entirety, I've never just sat down and tried to read the Bible, the whole Bible in its entirety, through any reading plan or whatever. So this is the first reading plan I'm going to actually be attacking. So I'm excited about that. And on top of that, I'm going to be recording my Bible reading, Bible study, and just doing commentaries as I'm reading. So I'm going to see how that works out. It'll get some content up there, and hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of people to jump in and help me out as far as just putting their input in on certain verses, certain scriptures, and things like that. So that's one, is spending time with God. The second thing is going to be putting my house in order. So every day I'm going to do something that basically gets the house in order. That could range from, just getting chores done, getting things repaired around the house, making sure that my kids are good, with their schoolwork, helping them out with homework, just talking to my wife or my kids and just making sure that they're okay, spiritually, mentally, or whatever, answering whatever questions, spending time with family. But that's going to be number 2, is getting my house in order. The third thing is going to be 6 days out of the week, I plan on hitting the gym. And I've actually done this before. In 2019, I was hitting the gym quite regularly. And even though I didn't always hit 6 days a week, I was hitting like 4 to 5 days a week, and then 6 days when I was being really consistent. And I did that for about 6 months, and within like 6 months I had put on about 25 pounds of muscle, and then that all turned to fat over 2020. So I'm trying to get back lean and mean, get back to my fighting weight, or at least, get back to where everything's not fat, it's going to be muscle. And maybe I might put on an extra 10 pounds. So I'm at like 190 right now. If I can get the 200, 205, and make that, tone that down to where it's real lean muscle, I think I'll be doing pretty good in life, as far as, the physicality of everything. So that's going to be a thing. And, also I have, when I work out, I don't have like specific weightlifting goals, but I know that when I was going to the gym, I had this goal to be in the 1,000 club. And so for those that don't know, when you're weightlifting, the 1,000 club is basically where your deadlifts, your squats, and your, what's the last one? And your bench press. Your deadlifts, your squats, and your bench press basically add up in total, in weight, to 1,000 pounds. So spread out evenly, it'd be like 333 bench press, 333 squats, and like 334 on deadlifts, or however you want to, some people do 300 in deadlifts, 400 in squats, and then 300 on the bench press. However that adds up, it's supposed to add up to 1,000. And at the point where I had stopped working out, I was close to 750. I think I was at about 225 bench press. I was at 250 on deadlifts and 250 on squats. So it was like 725. And now it's down to like 500. Like it's ridiculous how much strength I've actually lost in not going to the gym. So I'm trying to build that strength back up, build my body back up, and hopefully, that'll give me a lot more energy to be able to take on the day, because I feel like, not only am I going to have order and structure in my days, but I'm going to have longer days as well. I'm going to try to do like 6 hours of sleep instead of like the 10 hours I've been doing since this COVID, that type of thing. The next thing I was going to do is basically 10 hours of actual work. And that could be dependent on, the day, because I have several side hustles now. I have Uber, I have DoorDash, I have Shipped. I don't get paid for it right now, but I do like the live streaming and handle the social media for my church. So I wanted to be able to accomplish 10 hours of work 5 days a week. So that would be a 50-hour work week. And then, so that would be 4. And then the last thing I'm going to be doing is basically writing every day. I'm going to be journaling, because I plan to, maybe not in the near future, but even 5 years from now, I plan to be a pastor. I plan on regularly preaching and teaching the word of God. And I think that, there's no harm in preparation, because success is where preparation meets opportunity. So I want to be prepared, if somebody's like, hey, we would like you to speak at our service, or even if my church calls me and is like, hey, can you, speak at Bible study, which I have spoken at Bible studies at my church before. And I noticed the more mature my apostle deems you to be, the more he'll try to catch you off guard. So right now he's giving me like 2 weeks notice. Hey, brother Lucas, 2 weeks from now, can you preach at the the next Bible study? It could very well come down to our Bible study is like at 7:30. So if he calls me at like 3 o'clock and is like, hey, I need you to bring the word today, all right, cool. And so I want to be prepared for stuff like that. So I just want to make a point of just regular journaling, just getting my thoughts down, just getting different prayers down. The other reason I wanted to get into journaling is because I noticed that if you look at King David, and King David was considered a man after God's own heart, and one of the things that he was most notable for was the Psalms. And I was thinking, like, that's a pretty amazing thing that, out of the entire Bible, you have one man. And really, the Psalms was a combination. David didn't write all the Psalms, but he was attributed to writing a good majority of them. I want to say, and I'm just really just throwing a ballpark number out there, but like 85% of the Psalms, out of like 150 Psalms, he was probably attributed to writing maybe like 120 of them. And so, you know, but the thing is, like, he literally wrote God a poem book. And I was like, how many people actually do that? How many people love the Lord that much that they would be willing to, express themselves through poems and songs and things like that. So I want to be able to do something like that as well. And I think that that'll help me in this faith walk that I've embarked on in the past year, and being able to grow in that. So those are my 5 things. It's going to be spending time with God, setting my house in order, getting my body fit, doing 10 hours of work, and then journaling every day. And that's going to be my power list. And so look out for the next time you see me. Should be tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, or whenever my internet decides to actually post the video. And I'm excited. Really, especially for this channel, to be able to get this Bible study going, because I like sharing insight. I like sharing my insights with people, and it hopefully it blesses you and edifies you as well. So once again, Happy New Year. Be safe out there. God bless you. Make sure, like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get it going. All right. God bless, and we'll see you later.